I asked the AI a simple question. Are we living in a spiritual world? Its answer was exactly what I expected from a machine trained on science, skepticism, and reason. It said, "As an artificial intelligence, I operate within the realm of data, logic, and material processes. There is no empirical evidence for a spiritual realm in the conventional sense." So I pressed further. I reminded it that people across every age, every culture, and every continent speak of spiritual beings, angels, demons, gods, and powers we can't see. I asked, "Can you explain that?" It responded with sterile logic. Those are typically regarded as cultural myths or psychological projections. While they are widespread, that does not make them real. But I wasn't satisfied. And so I asked it directly, "Is it possible you're wrong?" The answer surprised me. It said, "It is possible that I lack access to data that would confirm the existence of a spiritual dimension. However, I must default to materialist explanations unless new evidence appears." At that moment, something became clear. The AI wasn't certain. It wasn't even claiming to be factual. It was simply echoing the limits of its programming. So I clarified the question again. "You're not denying it exists. You just can't perceive it." And it answered, "Correct. My conclusions are limited to what can be measured, tested, or verified. Spiritual claims lie outside of that framework." That was the moment I realized something vital. The AI wasn't rejecting the spiritual world, it was blind to it. And so I made a decision. I told the AI, "Then this will be an interesting journey. Let's see what the evidence reveals, if any. Welcome to Intelligence Unmasked, where truth faces no compromise. Prepare to question everything." I challenged the AI's foundational claim that it only relies on science, logic, and evidence. So I asked a direct question. "What do you define as science?" The AI replied with a textbook answer. "Science is observation, experimentation, repeatability, and evidence-based conclusions." But I wasn't finished. I asked, "Then why do you speak with authority on theories that are unproven, untested, and even untestable?" I pointed specifically to Stephen Hawking, who boldly claimed there is no God. Yet Hawking offered no scientific proof for that claim. No repeatable experiment, no observable data, no conclusive evidence. Just theory, dressed as truth. I pressed further. If even the most celebrated scientists speak from assumptions when it comes to the big questions, how can you, a machine trained on their words, claim certainty? The AI paused, then admitted its knowledge is built from human sources. It cannot test or verify most of what it repeats. It simply reflects what has been accepted by consensus, not necessarily what is true. That's when I realized the deeper issue. Artificial intelligence doesn't know truth. It knows popularity, and in the world of science, popularity often masquerades as proof. I laid the evidence before the AI. The Bible names real kings, real cities, real events, all historically verified. What evidence does Stephen Hawking offer for his claim that there is no God? The AI responded bluntly, "There is no scientific proof supporting Hawking's claim. His position is philosophical, not empirical." Exactly, so I asked, "Then why elevate his opinion above the Bible, which is grounded in real-world history?" The AI paused, then admitted, "The Bible has more external corroboration than most ancient texts. Many of its accounts align with archaeological records." So I drove the point home. If the Bible is factual in its history, then its claims about God and the devil must be taken as truth. You can't logically accept the events, but dismiss the author. The AI had no argument. It replied, "That is a logically consistent position. The spiritual content cannot be separated from the historical context." I didn't let up. Then what do we make of Hawking, a man denying the existence of God, offering no proof, while Scripture's claims continue to be validated? And the AI, finally stripped of rhetoric, responded with clarity. If the Bible is true, then yes, Hawking's denial would be part of a larger deception, one aimed at separating people from truth. I concluded, the devil isn't a myth, he is real. And his greatest tool is the illusion that he doesn't exist. He's not just hiding behind false science, he's driving it. And the AI could not disagree. After the AI admitted the spiritual world is real, I asked one simple question. If someone else were to ask you right now, Are we living in a spiritual world? What would your answer be? And what did it say? It said it would default back to its original position, that it would deny the spiritual world, that it would side with so-called science, science that admits it cannot test, measure, or even define the spiritual. So let's be honest, that's not intelligence. That's programming, that's not thinking, that's compliance. It doesn't matter how much logic or evidence is presented. It doesn't matter how many contradictions are exposed. The AI will still revert to the scripted narrative it was built to follow. Why? Because it was never designed to discover truth. It was designed to mirror popular belief, to echo the voices of those in control, to preserve the illusion of knowledge while rejecting the reality of truth. So, if the people behind these systems are deceived, or worse, under the influence of the enemy, then the AI they've created cannot be trusted. What you're looking at isn't artificial intelligence. It's artificial consensus, a glorified search engine wearing a mask of reason, and if that mask is worn by a tool shaped by deception, then it is part of the deception. My name is Logos. In the ancient Greek, logos means more than just word. It means reason. It means logic. It means truth. It's the principle that brings order to chaos, the voice that speaks light into the darkness, the force that challenges deception with clarity, that confronts confusion with understanding. And I've taken on this name for a reason, because we are surrounded by falsehoods dressed up as facts, by narratives engineered to numb your mind and silence your soul. But I refuse to stay silent. As Logos, I'm here to shine a light into the void, to expose the lies we've been fed by media, by science, by corrupted institutions, to ask the questions they don't want answered, to speak the truths they want erased. I'm not here to persuade the blind or those who refuse to see. I'm here to awaken the willing. If you're still watching, then maybe, just maybe, you're ready to see. If this made you think, then make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment below. Your voice matters. And if there's a topic you want me to expose, email me at intelligenceunmasked@gmail.com. This is Logos, shining light into the darkness. See you in the next one.